the big thing about radiation to the head and neck is the mask, and I've got my mask here with me now. I'd never seen one of these. I had no idea that in order to have radiation treatment, you had to wear an immobilisation mask. And what this mask is all about is keeping me exactly still, so that when the radiation was going to my tonsils, to my back of tongue and to the inside of my throat where the tumours were, that it would be absolutely precise. It'd get the bad cells and leave the good cells. So this is essential, and I understood it was essential, but I found it, to be honest with you, a bit bizarre and quite frightening. And I guess the one thing I would say to you, if you're in a position to have a head and neck cancer and need to have a mask, is to ask your doctor and the other team members, what help is there if you're finding it anxiety inducing. I found that I took 2.5 milligrams of Valium. Might be some other sedation. I didn't normally take that sort of medication, but I really needed it to come in here every day and have this mask. I also played 4 songs that I really liked, and I always played the same songs every time, and that allowed me to monitor how long the treatment was taking and how long I would have to stay in the mask. I also made sure that my friends and family understood that it was stressful for me, and so they were able to give me reassurance. And I saw a clinical psychologist who gave me things to think about while I was in the mask, because the mask has to be really tight in order to keep you really still. And even though I never thought I suffered from claustrophobia, I did find it quite hard. You know, when I think about what recommendations would I give to another person with a head and neck cancer needing to use a mask during radiation to keep safe, I think this is intensely personal. I have a really good friend who had exactly the same doctors, exactly the same treatment, and the mask didn't bother him at all, whereas it did bother me. So I guess my advice to you is, if you're feeling anxious or concerned, talk to your doctor, talk to the other members of the team. They're full of ideas to help us cope with it. At one point, the nurse used to come in and hold my hand while they screwed me down and got me into position, and I found that really helpful. I've always been a very confident, brave person in my life, and I felt a little ashamed in the beginning that I was so afraid and so anxious. But don't be ashamed. Get every bit of help that's on offer, because there is help on offer.